Welcome back to Vape Pals. I'm Brady.
I'm Alex.
Today, we have a special one.
Oh, it's special.
The UWell Amulet, which is a vape watch.
You probably heard about it by now. It's been out. It's been talked about. Definitely talk aboutable. First thing first, it's not an amulet.
Is that a lost in translation kind of thing? Like, that goes on your arm. Like,
right.
Amulet.
Right, UWell.
In fact, the Drag Nano is more of an amulet than the amulet. If you think about it. If it came with the lanyard, in any case. I'm still pissed about that.
A lot of people have been talking about this because it is obviously a novelty, a very out of the ordinary thing to do with a vape.
Yep.
There's probably a reason they didn't do it before. A lot of people are talking about it favorably. That was probably paid sponsorship.
What's up, bitches? It's Rip Trippers, yeah!
UWell is one of my favorite vape companies, so I like to think well of them, but they're still gonna pay people to push this thing, because it ain't good. I mean, it really is not. Like, where do we even begin? Let's take a look at the little pod here first. Alright, so there's two buttons on this thing. One turns on the screen, and the other one is over here to actually release the pod from the watch band, which is super not intuitive. This is it. I don't know if you guys can see that drip tip there, but it is tiny.
It's such an awkward way to hold your mouth. Like, you feel like you're like gonna eat it.
Yeah, like my teeth are mashed up against my lips, like I'm all like the whole thing's going in my mouth basically, just to avoid the hot air just going straight onto my lip.
I don't want to talk bad because it is UWell.
Right.
I don't know what they're thinking. The main gripe that I've had with this that I've noticed is that it will burn your lips.
Yeah.
Like, got so burned by it the other day. Actual pain, which I've never really had with a vape.
You gotta give it credit for being a watch, but that's literally all it is. I mean, it's like anyone who is into watches is gonna have a watch already, so you're gonna be giving it up for this thing. That's the screen. All it can do is show you the time in military time. There's no way to change that. It shows your resistance, which
doesn't change.
does not change.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same all the time.
Yeah.
And then you got the date and the day and the battery indicator. So
really just the time and the battery indicator are the only things that
That's it.
work on that.
stopwatch, there's no timer, there's no alarm, nothing else.
Brick breaker. Like, what?
Yeah, you gotta put something else in there, or at least make it look good, because this is what it looks like. This is plastic.
That looks like a car seat holder for like an SUV. It looks so cheap. This band is nice, but this shit looks like the bucket seat of a Ford Escape. This looks so bad. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like cargo plane. When it sits on your arm, you look like a spy kid. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like the Nintendo Power Glove, whatever that shit was.
Power glove. Everything else is child's play.
It just doesn't sit flush. It's not. Looks like
Looks
my
awful.
wrist is wearing like a giant bike helmet.
Yeah, you'll notice neither of us are wearing it. And
Yeah,
that's why
I
it
know.
looks like crap.
I tried the other day when I first took it out of the box. I like put it on for the whole day. It didn't bother me. Like, it wasn't in the way. Like, the band is nice. I kind of forgot it was there, which is a plus. You don't want some weighty being like, this is my vape I gotta carry around on my wrist. Like, this is a stupid thing to want out of a vape watch. But I'd like to just be able to, like, while I'm like working, just.
If they're gonna go for this thing, which why did they do in the first place? But they did. So why not go 100% and make it so you can vape out of it, put some functionality in there. They're already charging, what, like $60 for this thing? It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. For what it is, it's not cheap. This is just a pod system with a really crappy lanyard.
Right,
Like,
at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about.
yeah, you can get pod systems. I think the screens do more than this. Just as like, like as a little system. Here's whatever Vlad thinks.
Hello people. Okay, what are we reviewing today, guys? They gave me a nice watch, but what to review? Let's look in the box. Oh. Where is the vape, guys? Oh, by the way, I started picking up English. So they gave me the box, obviously, but there is no the vape. So what am I gonna review today? I don't know. The box or what the fuck? Where is the fucking vape?
It's on your wrist.
This is watch, my friend. How am I supposed to smoke this, huh? Okay, let's see. There is a button. What the actual fuck? It's better as a watch. I have nothing else to say. Actually, I'm just gonna keep smoking this watch.
Okay. For the tech breakdown, so we got 2 mLs of e-liquid in there. It's about standard for something like this. You got 10 watts of power coming out of it. It's about right. 1.6 resistance on it, and then 370 mAh battery. So that's what you're gonna expect out of a smaller pod system. You're seeing some pod systems get with like higher batteries now, like a 1,000 mAh, 1,100 mAh. You got a tiny little thing. It tastes okay.
That's what I was surprised the most about. Like, for something that seems like a dollar store product.
Yeah.
Again, that's why it's frustrating, because it's UWell, so it's probably going to be good. They're using using their own tech in this, obviously, and like the good aspects that they always have in their products, it's still here. It's just in a format that it shouldn't be. You're tasting something.
Yeah, and you can count on UWell for that. But I wish they would have put their money into like making a new tank or something.
We do have 6 milligram Vapetasia lemonade in here. This would probably be a lot better with something like a 12 milligram a 12 milligram. This would probably be a lot better with something like a 12 milligram
This would be a lot better with a 12 milligram freebase e-liquid in it, is what my co-host is trying to say. And you could obviously put in like a 20 to 25 Nick salt as well if that's your thing. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the draw on that. You really have to work on drawing to get the airflow going.
Yeah.
It's not button fired. That button on the side just turns the screen on. It hurts my mouth.
This is supposed to be a stealthy product, so
Yeah.
if you have to go and be like, someone's like, is that guy sucking on his watch?
That's the other thing. I mean, this is like the most overtly like stealth product out there.
Yeah.
Which we thought was a little bit weird.
Small systems and the pursuit of stealthy use, especially when it's legal adults using this stuff and you want to take advantage of the benefit of the fact that you're not smoking cigarettes, so you can kind of get away with smoking in places you probably shouldn't. But this is something that for me just gets too close to the line of appealing to underage consumers. I don't think that they were explicitly trying to do, but to people on the outside who just want an excuse to say shit about vaping industry as a
Right.
whole, this doesn't help. These are the kind of decisions that companies make that make everyone look bad. We need to do better, UWell.
And you have, and we all know you can.
Yeah.
So let's just go back to what works. Make some good ass sub-ohm tanks, step up your mod game, give us something like that.
Your moves are weak.
No one wanted us to hire this guy, but Roger came back this week. He tried to review this. Here's that.
Well,
Howdy, fellas. First day on the clock here. Top form, ready to rock. Now, what do we got here? What? Don't it look like a cock ring made of plastic? Hey, what happened? I need it. Come here, boy. Now, as I understand it, this is a finger screen. You finger it and you get stuff. Simple concept. I've been fingering things for years. You can read the paper, set up an alarm, or you can watch skin flicks. Ooh-ah. Alexa, answer me, bitch. I guess it don't work like that. You can also record songs with this. It tastes like V-Day in Korea. Ooh-ah. I found that weird Russian spy kid's rifle under this very table. The shit was just sitting under here. Jimmy, is it payday yet, motherfucker?
The last video was an interview which got me the job, so you gotta finish this review first.
Oh, dying much of a living, boy. Yeah. Can I keep this?
We're really confused on the direction of all of this.
it's like an abstract painting with vaping as the focal point.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I'm gonna give this one like 100% because it is 100% a watch. So, that's the thing. It is a watch. It does tell time. And so, I'm gonna just give it 100% and leave it up to interpretation as to what that means, whether or not I think it was good. Because it's a watch.
Like the box,
Yeah.
standard UWell packaging, like whatever. Like, oh, did I get some shoes? Nope, just disappointment. I'm gonna go with 9 out of 17.
Okay.
Because they did go out on a limb. Not a lot of companies do that right now. Everyone's
true.
just making the same shit. Points for trying to be innovative. You failed.
And you failed in the wrong direction. My
Yeah.
coaches always told me to try and fail in the right direction, and they failed in the wrong direction.
You had coaches?
Yeah, I'm an athlete.
That's the UWell Amulet. And next week we'll be back with a vape.
A whole ass vape?
Maybe.
That would be nice.
Vape Pals. We'll see you next one.
Bye.
Where's my goddamn beer, boy?